And welcome back to the Red Crew. It's your boy Chesco. I am here with Isaiah.
Hello.
I am here with Bruno.
That's me.
And we are here for an emergency Red Combat Red Crew.
See, even the siren said it's an emergency.
Yeah, it's an emergency. We had to run here. We got in the group chat and we're like, yo, we can't let this happen. Money Moicano steps in last minute, so we gotta hit the studio last minute and talk about this. But before we talk about that, our boys this past weekend, Fury 100. He fought. Let's give the guy his due. Do you remember his name?
Alcantara.
I think it was like Jose or something.
Jose Alcantara. You're right.
Yeah.
Jose Alcantara. Very good fight. Unanimous decision.
Yes, sir.
Unanimous decision. Get the victory. Walk us through. Okay.
It was a tough first round to
It
watch.
was a tough first round.
Yeah.
Okay, walk us through that guillotine. How deep was it?
Before I walk you through the fight, do you want the backstory? Because there's backstory.
Well, I saw the weigh-in.
Yeah, so, bro.
There's a whole story.
It's like
the whole story.
Bro, I was telling him, when they showed his picture, it looked like he was in special ed.
Okay, let's go to the whole story.
So the whole story is, what's it called? And the commentary says something about he moved here from California.
Yeah, he's from
Yeah,
Modesto.
I saw that.
Yeah, but I don't know anything about that. But this story has a lot of, like, backstory to it. Or this fight.
It was his first fight, right?
Yeah. But, and a lot of people were saying, like, oh, man, he's, like, he looks really good for this first fight. But it's, like, the way I see it is, like, I think he wrestled in high school.
Yeah.
He grapples, does, like, grappling competitions every month. I didn't wrestle in high school, I started this, like, two years ago. So it's, like, in a way, yeah, I have more, like, MMA fights than him. I have more experience. But, like, it wasn't like he was, like, a bum that just, like, got in.
Yeah.
Nah,
he had experience, and he was tough. But, so this goes back to even like a year ago, literally this month. I remember me and my teammate competed in a jiu-jitsu tournament, and my teammate actually went against this dude.
Which tournament?
It was a Jiu-Jitsu World League here in Houston.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah. It was when they were white belts, and my teammate lost like a close decision match to him. Yeah, to him.
Okay.
But we didn't make anything of it.
Yeah.
It was just like some random dude he lost to. Then fast forward, Fast forward to like November when I had just fought. Like a week passed by where I rested, recovered, and then I knew the Fury 100 card was coming up, but I don't know why I automatically thought like, that's gonna be an all pro card. Like there's no way they're having amateurs on that card.
Yeah.
And then I saw like they had announced like one amateur fight. So I was like, oh shoot, they're like, this is a big opportunity. So I remember I asked my coach, what's it called? If there's any way I could get on that card, because I wasn't injured. It's a big opportunity.
Yeah, it was a quick turnaround.
Yeah, if there's any way I could get on that card, like I'll fight anyone. So okay, let me ask the promoter. About 3 days later, we get that name. It's like, oh, do you want to fight this guy? Then I was able to recognize who he was and all that. So I was like, oh yeah, I bet I'll take it. Fuck it. Didn't think really anything of the guy. And then so we get the fight. We sign the fight. I get like all the posters, all that. And then my teammates tell me that like, oh, this guy's like talking shit. And I'm like, oh, what do you mean? Like, he's talking shit.
Like on social media?
Yeah, supposedly. I'm like, okay, like I guess so. Like I didn't do anything to the guy, but really, it wasn't talking. It was talking shit, but it was really like
he's trying to promote it.
Yeah, that too. But it's more like he's just confident in himself. Like I had nothing.
Well,
he posted on I think like on his page or something like, I'm gonna go knock this dude out. Like okay,
that's the attitude to have.
Yeah, that's what he's supposed to do. Yeah.
So but like my teammates were like, dang, like now this like it served its purpose, because now my team is like, damn, now I want you to beat this dude's ass and all that. And then like some of my teammates followed like some of his teammates, and they were posting like, oh, this dude, they were posting like that guy, like this dude's gonna cook his opponent, all this stuff, So I was like, okay, yeah, like, and And then, then my coach kind of like, he was like, he knew about it. So he's like, man, I just want you to like fuck this dude up, I want you to go in there and like, I just want you to punch this dude in the face. And so then here's where it got weird. This was like about I think it was like 2.5 weeks, 3 weeks out from the fight. We have a professor at our gym. He has nothing to do with our MMA program. He's a good professor. He teaches like the 6 a.m. classes at our gym.
Damn, 6 a.m. Goddamn.
Yeah. So he had started off. He used to train at that gym that kid used to train or trains at. So I think he had went over there like one day and like he taught a class for them because the coach asked him because him and the coach are cool. And then after class they had like MMA sparring or something, some type of sparring, and that professor from my gym was just like there chilling, and that the guy who I'm fighting comes up to me and is like, oh, can you leave the room? I don't want you to see me sparring. To the professor.
Oh,
what?
Yeah, and then so the professor was confused, but he was confused because he didn't know.
Yeah, he didn't even know you were fighting him.
He didn't know I was fighting.
Oh,
so like he was like, "What the heck? Like this kid's weird. Why is this kid asking me to leave the gym or leave the room?" So, but I guess he ended up just doing it, and then later that night he saw that I'm fighting him.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, "Oh," okay. So he's like, "Oh, okay."
But why would he want him to leave the room? For what purpose?
I guess he might have had a game plan because there's tape on Isaiah's now.
Yeah.
But it's like, do you not realize people are gonna be able to watch tape on you now? Like,
but there wasn't any at the time.
that's what I'm saying. Like,
yeah, I don't know. I mean, like, it's just mindset. Like, I don't know. Like, I feel like I would like if I'm fighting someone, I could train in the same room with them and then be on the other side of the room. I wouldn't give a fuck.
Yeah.
But it's like. The energy I got off of him, the whole like of him like being all like crazy, just like this dude hasn't been here before. He doesn't know what it's like.
Yeah, he was very overly confident.
Yeah, so that was like where it got weird, for me at least. And then leading up to the fight, I just hear the same stuff like, oh, now my teammates are like, dude, I can't wait for this fight. Like, I want you to fucking, fuck this dude up and all that. I'm trying to make sure I like get all the parts, and for me I find it very weird because like I'm not someone that needs to stir up shit or make drama.
Right.
No.
Or hype up the fight because like you've seen all my fights. Like, don't be biased. You don't have to be biased. When have any of my fights ever been boring, including this one?
No,
I don't need to
this is the first one that went all the way.
Yeah, I don't need to create something for people to watch me fight. They're gonna watch me fight regardless.
Right.
Yeah. But anyways, then we get to the weigh-in. The weigh cut was like in itself a different story, and like there were some circumstances about this fight that I could tell y'all like off the camera because I'm not one to make excuses.
Mm-hmm.
But anyways, the morning of the weight cut, the morning of the weigh-ins, I finished my weight cut, and then we got a 9 a.m. weigh-in, which is like where you do the official weigh-in, and then at 12 they call it like the ceremonial. It's really just a face-off,
like what the UFC does.
Yeah, like at a public place.
Mm-hmm.
So the morning of the weigh-ins, I get there to where they have it at. I go. Before I weigh in, I go and sign some papers, fill out some papers, go like write who's gonna be in my corner, and my opponent walks up behind me, but I don't acknowledge him, but I know he's like behind me, and he's just talking shit like not like directly to me, but it's to me. It's just like more like nonchalant.
He's just throwing it out
there.
Yeah.
What is he saying?
I don't even know, but like, cause I was just like, bro, I'm not even worried about that. But I remember him saying like bitch ass something.
Oh really?
And then I went off. I would go weigh in, and then I left that room to go get checked out by the doctor. But my coach says that he sat down. My coach sat down right next to my opponent, and that my opponent was just talking to himself, like just talking to himself,
trying to psych himself up.
Yeah. So I was just like, okay, like it's whatever, And then I go back. I get back home. I start rehydrating, doing my own thing, waiting until I go to the weigh-ins, and then we go to the weigh-ins. I had thankfully, well, it was that whole place. We had it at Porky's. Do you know where Porky's is at?
It's right there. The one in Numble.
Yeah, that's
right past Lindsay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we had it. They had it there. It was packed because they also had like a car show going on. It was packed, but thankfully a lot of people from my gym came. So I was rolling deep basically, because So the I'll say this in a little bit, but we kind of had to be ready for anything that could happen. And so my coach was like, he's probably gonna get in your face at the when we all face off. So just like be prepared, keep your cool, you know. So then you know, we weigh in. They call us up. You know, I go first, and then he goes up, and then you can kind of see, like, I guess in the face-off, I initiated because I go forward.
The headbutt?
Kind of, yeah. But it's like I had to go forward because if I just stood there and then he comes across.
He keeps backing you.
Yeah, now I got to, like, push him.
Yeah.
So to avoid that, I had to kind of go forward.
Yeah.
That happens, and then as we go back, their team is now talking to, like, my team. And so one of his teammates was recording, like, the face-off, and he was right next to my coach. Mm-hmm. And he was saying some shit, like, clearly trying to say it.
I saw that.
Knowing that my coach was right next to him.
I think I saw that post.
Well, what did he say?
I don't remember.
I don't know, like, he's like, I know some of the teammates were saying, keep that same energy. But I don't know what that dude was saying. I think he was saying, like, he ain't shit, or he's soft and all that. So then my coach got mad. And then we started, like, they kind of, like, got in a big argument. Like, they were about to, like, go at it. Now, here's the thing with this team, you know, and I have nothing against the team. Like, I think we all hashed it out. For me, it was never anything crazy or anything. Mm-hmm. But, so this team, one of the guys from this team had a fight back in October. I don't know, like, the exact details, but I'm pretty sure I'm explaining the story. I'm telling the story right. But one of these guys had a fight back in October. And against another dude, and you know, they kind of did not the same exact thing, but you know, they try to, like, you know, get in each other's face every fight, you know. So they had a fight in October, and their guy from their team got knocked out.
Oh, okay.
You know, and then the guy who knocked them out from some other team kind of like celebrated on him because he's like, oh, you know, you were like all talking in my face and weighing. Yeah. And so supposedly after the fight, like, they're in the crowd at it was the same place at Escapade, that people from that gym went and sucker punched the dude. And
the dude that won?
That celebrate because he celebrated.
Yeah, so the people from the gym of the guy I fought went and sucker punched the dude.
So y'all were on your P's and Q's.
Yeah, because we knew you know anything could happen.
Yeah, this the type of camp they are. Yeah.
Yeah. So and actually one of the people that sucker punched, they got suspended for 6 months. So it's like you think they'd be on, you know, they'd be chill, but like they were like.
That's not a long time. That's like what you wait from a fight anyway.
Yeah, but so like we were kind of ready and everything, and then it kind of calmed down. They at the weigh-ins, everyone was hyped, and it was funny because, they had me in the blue corner, which was a little bit weird by him.
Yeah, I thought that was weird too.
But it was because he had two teammates, and they were in the red corner. But it's crazy because everyone else in that red corner, and nothing's wrong with the blue or red corner, but everyone else in the red corner, like, I knew.
Yeah.
And I've trained with them before. So there's, like, people from the red corner, like, after the weigh, as soon as the weigh-ins were done, like, bro, beat that kid's ass. Beat that dude's ass. You know? So it's, like, good to know, like, hey, everyone's, like, you know.
They got you back.
You know,
everyone's really rooting against this guy.
Like, it's not just us seeing something's wrong with this dude. Like, something's wrong with this dude.
It's clearly something, like, with their whole camp.
Yeah, so
which is good for a fighter.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's good. It's good for a fighter to be a little off. It's good.
Yeah. Yeah, and then that was it, and then that was the crazy story, I guess.
Okay, so now the fight.
That was an insane build.
So now the fight, when it starts, like when he gets you down. Because he never got your back, right?
No. That first takedown was weird. It was almost like he pressured me.
But it took him a while.
And I was like...
No, he went right for it.
Yeah.
But he pushed you against the fence for a while.
Yeah, but if you see, like, in the very first, as soon as he shoots, he gets me down. Mm-hmm. But I think it's because as I was circling, I ran into the fence.
Yeah.
And, like, I trip, and he gets me down, but then I stand right back up. We stayed on the fence for a little bit, and honestly, and then we break off, and then that's when he hits me. That shot, honestly, I don't know what happened. Like, I wasn't not in the rocked way. I just 1 second I was just on the ground.
Yeah.
But it wasn't like I was rocked or anything. The other one the last fight I wasn't rocked, but I felt the shot.
Yeah.
Like this one it was just like,
what the fuck happened?
In a quick second I was just down on the ground.
Oh, like a flash.
Yeah.
Oh, so that's what.
But it wasn't really like I didn't feel nothing. I didn't feel no pain. And when he hit me, it didn't really feel hard. It just.
Yeah.
He got you in the right place pretty much.
And then the anaconda. It kind of just he cinched it up. I don't know, and it was
How
crazy.
deep was it? It looked deep.
The anaconda part was deep.
Yeah.
And then when he rolled me over,
Yeah,
he kind of loosened it, which is it's hard to get a mounted anaconda.
Yeah.
So then he switched to the mounted guillotine, and it was like, I don't know, it wasn't tight, but I went to sleep before it, and that choke I didn't feel like it was tight. So like it was in the back of my head like it doesn't have to feel tight for me to go to sleep.
Yeah.
But I was like, I mean, I feel good. I immediately thought like in that moment I immediately thought of Ortega and Volkanovski.
Me too.
Yeah.
Cause he had his leg, because he wrapped the legs around.
Yeah, he was yanking on you.
I don't know how you got out of that.
Yeah.
Because I even saw him like, look, if Isaiah gets out of this, and you just like bucked him off.
Yeah. I kind of just like shrimped and like.
Yeah, you just bucked him off, and I was like that. And then you got up, and I don't think you could possibly win that round.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
But like you won the rest of the round.
Yeah.
I feel like
it was like 30 seconds.
Yeah. Like you definitely lost that round. You can't win that round after he knocked you down and almost put you out.
Yeah.
But then you came out. Like, what did they tell you? Because now I want to know, was it an adjustment? Was it you just like said fuck it?
I think that was
because he had a tough time taking you down after that.
No, but in the second round you got him immediately.
Yeah, so I don't think it was like an adjustment per se. I was just like I'm a slow starter. Like I'm not ashamed to say that. I'm a slow starter.
Like cowboy.
I think I didn't.
Yeah, you're trying to figure him out.
I think I need to do like a sparring round before I walk out, like a little like sparring round with my coach. But no, the second. I mean, I didn't make an adjustment. I just like, honestly, y'all could go deep. We're gonna go like deep into my thoughts, but like since I got like dropped in that first like 30 seconds to a minute, at that mode I was more like survival. Like I wasn't really thinking like even like for the rest of the fight. I was never thinking like setting stuff up. I was just like, I need to like win every rest of the second of this fight. You know, so it wasn't like I could have probably handled myself better, but I was just so focused like I gotta like keep a high pace so I can win over the.
There was a point. You can't hear nobody in there, right? But there was a point when I think you threw like 7 overhands in a row.
Yeah. Yeah.
It was but the one you knocked them down was a straight.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I was like, well, just throw it straight again, but the overhand was hitting. So he had to look out for it, which opens up the straight. But you threw this, and the liver shots were working.
Yeah.
I don't know why you went away from those.
Those were working.
It was just hard just because, man, it was just in the moment. Like, I was on survival mode. And even like at the end of the first and, like, the very beginning of the second, even after I knocked him down, I was like, man, I don't think I can win this, but I'm just going to, like, go for it, you know? Like, I'm going to go all out, you know, keep that pace up.
But he had to get tired because around the minute mark, 52nd minute, he got a deep shot on you. Like, he got deep on your hips and couldn't finish it.
Yeah, he was done.
Yeah, and at that point, I was like, this is done.
Yeah,
I was like, there's no way. If he didn't get that one down, he ain't getting nothing.
The last 10 seconds, did you point to the middle and tell him to meet you right there?
I didn't point, but I was like, come on, let's go, you know? Because, like, I don't know, he was just like, the whole fight, his eyes were like this, like, wide. Yeah. So I was just like, let's go, man, like, you know?
Hey, was that a sweep or was that a knockdown?
The leg kick.
I would say more of a sweep.
It was more of a sweep?
I would say, I caught him off balance. I timed it.
Yeah.
I timed it off his jab.
It was a perfect time because
But I felt like when you got that sweep, there was another thing you got. What else? Because I was like, you got that, and
he shot like 5 times and like just didn't get it. I just like stiff armed his head down.
Yeah, when you pushed the head down and got off, it was like that was perfect. That fight was good. Did you get hurt?
Wait, no. My knuckles were sore. My knuckles were sore.
Because it looked like you were limping a little bit too.
And then you went by the doctor for like 20, because we were trying to talk to you.
Yeah.
But you were with the doctor for like a while.
Yeah. My knuckles were sore, so I asked if I could get them checked out.
Oh.
You know,
see if they're broken or anything.
Yeah, but like, because they're always sore after a fight.
Oh, okay.
So I was like, are they just broken and I've never gotten them? Like, are they cracked or something? Especially like this one, you can see how like swollen it is.
Yeah.
But he said it's something with the tendons. Like, something's wrong with your tendons.
Is that good, bad? How do
you just said like there's nothing that
really can be done.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
But yeah, man, and then the what's it called? The commentator said like that was like I landed over like 50 something significant strikes.
Yeah.
Really? They got copybox there?
I don't know if they do, but I think they were just saying it like off.
Just like guesstimate.
Yeah. No. But and then the promoter came and said like that was like one heck of a fight.
Yeah, but Bruno said something like honestly we have been very respectful to this guy because he was good. Like the fight was good,
Yeah, for his first fight, he looked.
The fight
good.
was, especially for a first fight, it was really good. But Bruno said it. There's no way he thought he won, right?
No, and I don't think he. I don't think he thought.
No, you could see like when they raised your hand, he was like, oh, like.
Yeah, I was like, there's no way he thought he won that.
Like he went and started talking into the camera and shit, like he had won and all that. Like I really thought he thought he won that fight.
Did he say anything after?
No. He didn't say nothing. Some of his teammates, like, I ran into them, and it was kind of like funny because they was like the ones talking shit at the weigh-ins. They're like, "Oh, good fight." Cause it was just like me and them. And I was like, okay, but
No, but you got way better from. Well, your first fight didn't last long, but I mean, like from your second fight to like this, you could tell the experience played a little bit.
Yeah.
Experience definitely played a little bit. Like, because I said, I'm like, hope this guy blows his load.
And
Pause.
Honestly, me and my coach were like, we were surprised because we were banking, like, we thought he was gonna come out like a Hamzat pace, like
just spamming takedown.
And we thought like he was gonna gas out like in minute 30, but it's weird. He didn't come out as hard as we thought, so he didn't gas out. But he just faded.
He was exhausted that third round. You could tell.
Yeah, third round he was done. Like honestly, it was that shot that gave it to you because he got in deep.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh shit! As soon
as you had a nice knee to the body too.
Yeah.
I think it was that.
You could tell it hurt him because then he like kind of backed up a little bit and then thought about it and then that's when he shot for that takedown.
Yeah. You liked your jab a little bit though.
Yeah.
I don't know how many jabs you threw. It wasn't that many.
Yeah, no, I didn't.
But the few you did throw landed.
Yeah, it was crazy. Like the few punches I did.
Yeah, like
when I did it a few times, it landed.
Every straight punch you threw landed.
Yeah.
The only thing is that you were looping a lot.
Yeah. Yeah, he was not good at guarding his face at all.
No, he was. I don't think he's like that bad of a striker to say. He could definitely get better, especially if it's his first fight. But I don't. He's better than what a specialist normally is, I think, at striking. But you were clearly better, and you hit some good leg kicks.
Yeah.
You got some good leg kicks.
Yeah, it was crazy because that's probably like my best weapon. And my coach was like, "You didn't throw any leg kicks the whole first round."
He didn't throw any leg kicks at all.
Yeah, nah, he did like one or two like these like obliques. But
he tried to do the John Jones.
Yeah. It was like,
well, I thought the leg kicks were like it was like a strategy because if he catches it, you know what I mean. It's like you don't want him to catch it.
Yeah.
But how was the weight cut?
Weight cut was it was okay. What was I gonna say?
You hit 146, huh?
No, it was 145.
Oh, you were 145?
Like 5, I think.
Oh, okay.
Something. I was a little bit. I think Friday night I was like 153.5.
Oh shit.
And then I went that night. I cut about like 3, and then the next day I woke up at 149 flat. And then we went back to the gym Saturday morning before the weigh-ins. Mm-hmm. Like, okay, 3 pounds. Like, it'll take us like no more than. It shouldn't take us no more than an hour.
We just hop in the sauna, or
yeah. So I put my all my like layers on. I put the sweet sweat. We go in the sauna for 20 minutes straight, and then like I could tell, like obviously I could see, like man, it was taking forever to break that sweat.
Yeah.
Like, the sweat was not breaking, and then finally like it broke like 2 minutes before, and I told my coach, I was like, I think I should stay in here, but he's like, nah, I think we should get out. I don't want you to overheat.
Yeah.
So we got out, and we went, and they wrapped me up on towels for like 10 minutes, and then that was like 30 minutes. And then he's like, let's go check your weight. I think you're on. I'm like, I don't, like in my head I was like, I don't think I'm on. There's no way I'm on. I've barely started sweating. And so we go check, and I was only 148.2. So I lost like 0.8.
Damn.
And that was 30 minutes. So then I started freaking out because I'm like, dude, what if like me cutting last night, because I normally don't cut the night before at all. I save it all for the morning. The only thing is like Friday nights I usually get anxious because I'm like, bro, I have to do this all within a certain time period.
Right.
And I do sweat slow.
Right.
Even if I didn't cut the night before, I do sweat slow. Not as slow as I did right there, but slow. So I was like, I always get anxious. But I was like, damn, like what if I ran out of sweat? What if my body's just trying to keep my water now because it thinks I'm fucking dehydrated? And then so I'm like, so he's like, damn. He was like weirded out too a little bit by it. And so then I put all my layers back. We go back in the sauna, and then I just start pouring.
Oh, really?
We stayed in there for like 10 minutes, and then we did like a 10-minute towel, so that's like 20 minutes. And then I started hurting. Like, then I was like, oh, shit, like, this is hard. So we went in the sauna for, like, 4 minutes, and I'm dying. And then we go out for 4 minutes. Then we go back in for 3 minutes. Then we go out for 3 minutes. So like, let's go check it. And I was like, dude, if I'm like...
How long does it take to dry off before you check?
I don't dry off. I just wipe down with the towel.
Well, no wonder you're always under 46.
Extra pound of sweat.
Yeah, because you may hit it before, right?
Yeah, maybe, but I mean, it was similar to what I was. What I was. It didn't really change much.
Really?
No. Yeah, and then I checked after that. I was 145.6.
Because I was a little worried for the weight cut, right? Because this fight was a quick turnaround.
Yeah. I definitely felt it. Like, my body felt it.
It was a quick turnaround. But I felt like it helped you in the fight.
Yeah.
Because it felt like you were in rhythm. It felt like you knew what to do. Like, it's... Because it was good.
Yeah.
And people liked it.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. They haven't announced the fight of the night. I doubt it'll be mine, but...
No, there were some good fucking brawls.
Yeah.
But, for example, the ones that we saw, I don't think it was close. Like, it was yours. Because...
for sure, out of the amateur fights, I think mine was the fight.
Or the one after you. The two white boys.
Theirs was better.
Well, no, because those white boys were going at it.
But that first round where they like they were like kind of checking but you know what's something funny? That white boy, the one in the fight after you, I'm pretty sure you don't watch it.
The one with the red stripe in his hair.
He's the one that always tells me when you're fighting.
Yeah, like, it's crazy because that white dude is from the same team as my opponent.
Oh really?
Yeah. He's always been cool with me. Like he's always like cool. Like, but I think at the weigh-ins he came up and said like, we just shook hands, and then after the fight he was like, hey, that was a good ass fight.
Yeah, he's the one that tells us like what spot in the card you're fighting.
Yeah.
I remember when so one time we couldn't go because we were working in Dallas. So we were driving back, and we hit him up, because we didn't know what fight you were, no idea. So we hit him up and like, hey, do you know what fight our boy is? Because he gave us his Instagram the day we met him, and he's like, let me check for you. And he went, he told us. So we stopped at a McDonald's to get the Wi-Fi. We put it on the laptop and watched it there. And it was because of him, or else we probably wouldn't even.
Yeah, he was nice.
Watch it. Yeah,
I can't say much for the rest of his team, but he was nice.
So what's next? When are you trying to fight again?
April. You know.
Are you trying to go pro by the end of the year? Are you trying to get
like early
more
next
fights
year?
In? Okay.
So like my plan is fight April, maybe fight August, and then the like November, December.
You want 4 fights this year?
Yeah, in the November, December, and after that fight, I take a break till next February, and then I turn 23, and then there I start looking for a fight for pro.
So you have to be a certain age to go pro?
No, that's just what I want.
Got you.
You know. And
then do you let your coach know that you want to go pro, or is it more like they invite you, like, we have this pro fighter, we think you're ready to step up?
Me telling who that?
Like, do you tell your coach you want to go pro? Do you tell the promotion you want to go pro?
A little bit of both.
Okay.
I told my coach like a while before.
He has input, right?
Yeah, he'll have input.
Right.
You know, that's according to plan. Like, these 3 fights have to go like a certain way. Not necessarily me winning all 3, but like
you have to look good.
Yeah. I have to look like I'm ready.
Right.
It depends on because honestly, you found your weight.
Yeah.
You found your weight, because that's the weight class you gotta find it. Because again, this guy was good, but it was clear that you were just the bigger guy.
Yeah.
And that helped in the second and third round.
Yeah.
That was like, but he looked like he cut weight.
Yeah, he for sure.
The first guy you fight at 145 is like that dude decided, I'm just gonna fight at my weight.
Yeah.
Which was a huge mistake. When do they do that video?
At the weigh-ins.
You could tell.
Yeah.
I turned to Bruno,
like sucked in.
I turned to Bruno and I was like, yo, they have to do that at the weigh-ins.
Yeah, I hate how they do it at the weigh-ins, and I hate how for the fight poster they use your weigh-in picture.
Yeah.
That's just like crazy.
Because y'all both look like skeletons on that thing.
Yeah.
It was like, it was crazy.
Yeah, you weigh in, you fill out your paper, weigh in, and then as soon as you're done with that, they give you a little time like maybe to drink, and then you go do that.
Yeah. All right, so April, we're looking, man. So I got you fans, you know that?
Really?
Yeah, there was a guy that hit me up. So he was talking mess to us on TikTok, but to play for you, like they always say we're sitting on a couch talking mess, and I was like,
where else they want us to talk?
I responded like, "Where you want us to do?" We're gonna do stand up. No, but this guy was cool, and I was like,
You're talking about like the last time you posted the last fight?
I don't remember because we. Thank you for commenting. Keep doing it. Nothing personal. What you call it? Somebody said we were talking something about sports, and he called us non-athletes, and I was like, "Well, Isaiah's a fighter, and I'm his coach." I'm like, that counts. And then he's like, for real? And then I started talking to him, and he said he watched it.
Oh yeah, hell yeah.
So, we got. All right, so now we're gonna move on. We're gonna fight about. We got a new main event for UFC 311. Money Moicano steps in.
Moicano needs money
to fight Islam Makhachev.
Yes, sir.
0 to 100. Can he?
I think so.
I think he's got a good shot.
I think he's got a good shot.
Because
I want to say he has a good shot. Can he? Yeah, but I
think he has a decent to okay to decent shot.
Yeah, like
because the good thing is, Arman's coach is his coach.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
So
really?
they have kind of like a game plan. Not a game plan because Arman and Henato are different fighters, but like
they got similarities.
Yeah, they got similarities, and
similarities.
then they've kind of have Islam broken down.
Yeah. I think that I'm a Money Moicano fan, but I don't think stylistically, if Islam Makhachev has a camp against Moicano, there's any way Moicano wins.
Yeah, well, that's why I say he has a good shot because
I don't want to say he's a poor man version of Oliveira because he's not. But I think Makhachev can use that game plan.
Mm-hmm.
And I just think Oliveira's a little bit better. And he can use that game plan and execute it perfectly. Now, with no camp, this is the best chance Moicano's going to have.
Yeah,
like this is the... I just think stylistically, unless like...
And he's on a heater right now.
Yeah, he is. And he's fought decent competition.
Yeah.
He's fought decent competition.
He just put Benoit to sleep.
He put Benoit underneath. And okay, MMA math doesn't work. I understand.
Not at all.
However, Poirier, he looked way better than Dustin did versus Benoit. Now, Benoit didn't just come from getting knocked out. I get that. But he looked way better than Poirier did versus Benoit, and we saw what Poirier did versus Makhachev.
Yeah.
With a whole game plan, with a whole camp that Makhachev had. And Islam is taking this fight on 1 day's notice.
Yeah.
So is Moicano, but nobody expects him to win.
Yeah.
You know, he has no pressure. He is.
Islam has a lot of pressure.
Yeah.
Islam has a lot of pressure, and Moicano is fighting with house money right now.
Yeah, Moicano has nothing to lose.
Yeah, he has nothing to lose. He's playing with house money. So, does this remind you? Well, I don't know if you were watching MMA yet, but does it remind you of? Or maybe you were.
Ayacuenta?
Huh?
Khabib and Ayacuenta? Or no?
A little bit, but no. I was thinking more Bisping.
Bisping
and Rockhold.
Rockhold?
I just think stylistically, there's no way Bisping ever beats Rockhold when Rockhold has a full camp.
Oh, when Luke was the champ?
Is that stylistically, Luke has every tool to counteract, Bisping. Yeah. Where's the advantage when there is no game plan?
Yeah, you don't
know what I
have
mean?
enough time to watch
exactly.
film.
You don't have enough time to prepare.
Yeah.
So I think I would say that I just think Ayacuenta had no chance.
Yeah.
But if you go back to you watched the Ayacuenta versus Khabib fight?
It was pretty competitive. Not competitive.
It wasn't close, but it was like nobody expected Ayacuenta to do that good.
Yeah.
But because Ayacuenta's a good wrestler, and he was preparing to fight Max Holloway.
Well, it's the same thing with like when Dan Ige fought Diego Lopez.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. Let me tell you, a day notice is not easy for anyone.
But Kevin Holland and Hamzat.
I think a day notice is easier for the guy accepting it than the guy changing.
Yeah, for sure.
I absolutely think it is a lot easier for the guy accepting it, because, and this is probably the best case scenario to take a fight on a day notice, because you had a full camp.
Yeah, you're already on the card.
And
you're already.
For Moicano, it's money because he's already 35. So it's like he's not gonna, like he's got to get. It's his time now.
Yeah, this is probably his only shot at the title.
No, my question is, if he loses, he can't go down in the rankings.
My question is, if he loses, does Arman? I mean, or whoever wins, does Arman get the next title shot? Like if Islam wins?
Well, no. I think they'll make Arman fight someone like Gaethje or something.
Get the next
or Oliveira.
Supposedly Gaethje. Oh, we can talk about it after, but supposedly Gaethje's gonna fight Hooker.
Yeah.
That's
in March.
That's amazing. BMF,
Did you
baby. I don't care if Max Holloway
Did
has
you see
it.
what Volk said?
What is
Why
He
call
commented
him?
on it. Why didn't you call me?
Honestly, when you texted me, so I had a meeting like at 6 a.m. So I think we had talked before you texted me, right?
A little bit, yeah.
And then I went to sleep, and then you text me and it's like Armin's out, and I'm like, Volk will fight. I'm like, Volk will fight.
He's gonna cut weight, fly from Australia.
I'm like, Volk will fight, because he had to be.
Volk has not been training.
Yeah,
I don't think he's in any position to fight right now.
But what was I gonna say? Islam. Because the thing about Armin now is, Islam's fighting in the Abu Dhabi card now. It's perfectly set up, right? Because the Abu Dhabi card is in October.
Mm-hmm.
So he goes through Ramadan, he takes his time, then he starts a camp and fights in October, right? So
Be a contender.
is Armin not gonna fight till October? That would be what, almost 2 years?
No, I think.
It'll be a little
Oh no, he
year.
fought at 300. So it would be a year and a half without a fight.
I think they'll get him to fight in the summer.
Who though?
Yeah, the question is who.
Yeah.
Gamrot?
He just fought
Yeah,
Oliveira.
Fargo,
Because he
but-
just fought Oliveira, right?
He just fought Oliveira. Well, I guess they can make that. No, but
Holloway?
the thing is, if you fight in the summer, can you make it by October?
Depending on how the fight goes, I guess.
But here's the thing: this is show business. So if Hooker and Gaethje fight, I'm sorry, the winner's getting the championship.
Yeah.
They're the bigger name.
Yeah.
And everybody said,
Especially if someone like Gaethje wins.
the only thing that Islam is missing is that big name victory and a guy that's scary. The thing is that as big of the name as Dustin Poirier is,
He's at the end of his
he
career.
wasn't scary at the moment.
Yeah.
Nobody was expecting it because we had already seen that fight.
Yeah.
So now those city kickboxing dudes are just scary all the time, and especially this one because he's a psycho. And Justin Gaethje is Justin Gaethje, so it's just like, you know what I mean. It whoever wins that fight's getting the title shot.
Yeah.
Now the only problem is that Hooker already fought Islam, and it lasted about 45 seconds.
Oh, yeah, because Hooker's not a wrestler at all.
But it also seemed to be a different Hooker.
Yeah. Tattooed Dan Hooker is a different animal.
this Dan Hooker looks different.
Yeah.
That fight with Dustin Poirier seems like took him back like 2 years.
Oh yeah.
That fight.
A fight like that, you gotta take a year off. You have to.
And he took a while, but it still seemed like it didn't matter.
Who did Hooker just fight?
He fought Gamrot.
Gamrot, that's right.
Like,
I love this shit.
oh, he fought Jalen Turner.
Yeah, Jalen Turner.
Fought Jalen Turner and Gamrot back to back, and how he won him.
Yeah, he's a psycho.
Yeah, he's a psycho.
Bro's bleeding from every fucking cut on his face. He's like, I love this shit.
So I personally think it's gonna be Gaethje, or it depends on when they fight, right? Because Gaethje said he wanted to take a year.
He said he wants to fight in March, on the March card.
Yeah, that'll be a year from the Holloway
And then
fight.
in October, that's 5 months. That's perfect.
Yeah. I mean, we'll see. I don't know.
Yeah, that's
I don't
perfect.
see Islam staying at 155 if he wins. I think he's done.
I think it depends on who wins.
Every time I hear him, he doesn't sound too convinced on winning the fight below. And he says he knows Shavkat too, so I don't know who's he gonna fight.
Yeah. I don't know.
And Bilal doesn't seem too convinced on wanting to do it either.
Bilal said he would absolutely not fight Islam.
And let's be honest, is Bilal Muhammad Islam Makhachev a money fight?
No, not at all. Not one bit.
Like, it's not like you're gonna break the bank for them. So
Correct.
it's the bigger money fight, but the problem is that either this guy has to fight like an Israel Adesanya pace to get to you, is Ilia Topuria.
Yeah.
Ilia Topuria, Islam Makhachev is a money fight.
Yeah.
Because he's, the rumor is what, him and Volk?
Him and Volk. Supposedly Miami is what I heard.
When?
They're
in
gonna
the
fight
summer?
in Miami. No, either in March or April. I forgot.
Okay. It should be Diego Lopez.
It should be Diego
but
Lopez. I don't. Why Volk?
it's a bigger money grab.
Do you think he can?
No.
No.
I don't think Lopez can either.
I think Topuria probably runs that division.
But I think
for
it shows a
Lopez.
bigger risk. I'm gonna be honest with you, because again, you know my rule about Mexicans.
Can't knock him
I don't know
Mexican.
if he counts, but
I saw something that supposedly Lopez is gonna fight Yair.
Yeah.
I saw that. Why?
Yeah, I don't know why either. I don't know why they didn't do.
Considering Yair
I
just
don't know
lose.
I don't know why they didn't do Lopez and Volk in Australia.
Yeah.
That card's gonna be horrible.
Yeah. Yeah, that Australia.
The Duplessis.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's Duplessis
Terrible.
Strickland. And nobody really wants to watch that fight either. That's not a money grab
Well,
fight.
why didn't they put Adesanya on that card?
Because Adesanya is not fighting for belts right now.
No, but they can put him on the under. I mean, they
Yeah.
can put him as the prelim. Why the hell is he fighting in Abu Dhabi
I think he's fighting Saudi Arabia.
or Saudi Arabia? Same thing. To me, all those places are the same thing.
Yeah, I don't know.
And I don't even know the guy he's fighting. I guess he's good. But
Adesanya?
yeah,
Let's see.
Emavov or something like that.
When is Sharp Bullet fighting MVP?
That same card.
Yeah. They're like
That's
the
when-
third to last fight.
That's in.
That's
the first day of.
No, that's in.
That's the first day of February.
Yes, February 1st.
Yeah.
They had
Oh, they're the co-main. Shara
Yeah.
and MVP.
Is it?
Yeah, because it's Sergey.
They could have found out. They could have found a decent.
Yeah, because it's Sergey.
Sanhagen and
Against-
O'Malley could have done it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Syed Nurmagomedov versus
Or
Vinicius Oliveira. That'd probably be a good fight, actually.
like Sanhagen and O'Malley could have been the headliner for that card.
Yeah.
Terrence
Oh, you
McKinney's on
see,
that card.
Dominic Cruz is fighting Rob Font.
I wanted to go to that
That's his
card,
last-
man.
This is his last fight supposedly.
When's that?
Oh, he announced it?
Yeah, he's like. Well, he said like he didn't say it clear, but it's like I mean these training camps take so much out of my body. I don't see why not. He was basically like I don't see why not. This wouldn't be my last fight.
I wanted to see him and Aldo so bad, but him and Rob Font is a good match. They're both good, and yeah, I like it. Neither one's gonna be a contender or nothing like that.
Yeah.
It's crazy when you see Dominic Cruz's career. He never really fell off.
Mm-mm.
Like, because I was telling him that I went to go watch back the Cheeto Vera fight when he lost to
When
he,
Cheeto got him with the head kick.
yeah, when he knocked him out, and I was like, oh, then Cheeto just beat up Dominic Cruz, and I went to go
But
watch
that
the
one,
fight.
he just caught him at the right time.
Dominic Cruz was winning the whole fight.
Yeah.
He
That was
said
just the right placement, right time for Cheeto Vera
And let's say he doesn't get caught, he probably fights for the title.
Yeah.
against O'Malley.
Again, did O'Malley have it at the time?
Yeah, because that's who
I
Cheeto
think
fought.
so.
Uh,
Yeah, I think so.
Maybe, yeah. No, but Cheeto just fought it because it was Cheeto. Because Cheeto lost to Sandhagen after.
Yeah, that's true.
No, I think Sterling had it.
Oh, wait.
Yeah,
Yeah, Sterling had it at that
I
time.
think
yeah.
Sterling had it at
Yeah.
that time.
And then O'Malley took it shortly after.
And him and Sterling is a pretty even fight. And, you know, it wasn't that far off. But since he just takes such a long time between fights,
Yeah.
people kind of just forget about him.
Yeah.
You know. But, and who else? Anything else we got to... Oh, we want to touch on Beneil Dariush? Oh, I was going to ask you this. Stylistically, was Beneil Dariush the better replacement? I get why Money Moicano is the replacement.
I think right now at their point in careers, I still think Moicano.
Yes,
But it was
okay.
like when Darius before he lost to Oliveira.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
would make sense.
Remember when that fight was scheduled, right?
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
Dariush got hurt.
That's when Bobby
Green
Green
stepped up, which
King.
no disrespect to
King
King Green.
Shout out to Islam though, always taking these like short notice fights.
I mean, pound for
Yeah.
pound.
Yeah. Last time he took it, he knocked the guy out. So
Hopefully that doesn't happen.
Yeah. Yeah, that would suck to see Moicano
Oh wait,
get knocked
who do you? I know y'all went over, but who do you got for the co-main?
okay, we could go over the.
I got Umar.
We could go over the whole card real quick. So for the first fight, we had. We don't know who Tom Holland. Kevin Holland's fighting. The Ritter, we don't really know who he is.
RDR.
I don't know too much about him. Suppose he's a grappler though, like he's a grapple heavy guy.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go Kevin.
Yeah, I got Kevin Holland.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with
boy.
Kevin. You saw that he wanted to
it
fight
shifted.
Rampage?
The odds
Yeah, I
shifted
saw
now.
like a clip of that. I want to watch the podcast.
The odds shifted on the Mighty Mouse one.
No, the Rampage.
Oh yeah, I seen that one, bro. They were going at it.
Kevin Holland wanted to fight Rampage. It's crazy. What happened?
The odds shifted on the Kevin Holland fight. Now RDR is the favorite.
I think they're just kind of guessing how did it switch from yesterday to today.
Why was Kevin Holland mad at Rampage?
They're talking about something.
Well, Rampage apparently made a joke because remember when Kevin Holland did like this to the snake and I don't know what the joke was, but like Rampage Jackson made a joke that offended Kevin Holland, and because Kevin Holland was supposed to be on the podcast like I think a week or two after that fight.
Yeah.
And
trying to see if I can find it.
he got offended and called the host and was like, hey, yo, if I'm going there, I'm fighting. So
Dude, he looked mad. Like I've been around Kevin Holland. Like,
Yeah.
I've seen him talk. He looked mad.
really,
Well,
He looked like he was
they
mad.
call him Big Mouth for a reason.
and yeah, he looked legit. And but they worked it out though.
Yeah, on the Jackson podcast.
Yes.
You don't understand what a 45 cent is. You're talking about ego.
They were talking about guns.
Yeah.
That's the last thing you want to do is fight me, though. That's the last thing. I still want to. No, I don't give a fuck about the fight on Saturday.
No, you don't want to fight. No.
I'm just being real.
I'm being real with you, young buck. You
Just
don't want
letting
to
you
fight.
know.
I'm just letting you know.
This sounds good.
Sometimes people don't know what they want.
Yeah.
You don't want to fight me.
I feel like Kevin,
Sounds good.
you have a very.
If people, I've learned throughout my life, if people don't like my sense of humor, fuck it.
I like that.
Yeah.
Kevin, you could probably appreciate that attitude.
I mean, I guess, in a sense. You know what I mean? It just doesn't work like that for Kev.
Why?
It's usually, if you say fuck it to me, it's usually fuck you, so.
Well, I didn't say fuck you. I said fuck it.
Yeah, that's what I said. If you say fuck it to me, I usually say fuck you.
Well, fuck you too. I don't give a fuck. So I don't give a fuck.
Kevin,
Everything's
you
not
think
funny.
Rampage is a funny guy?
Nah, this one has temper tantrum problems.
He throwing a jab from the Ultimate Fighter.
It's like 10 years ago, Kevin.
It's
People
the same
evolve.
thing. Not really.
You don't think people evolve?
Some do. Not Jackson. I think we're just standing there looking at each other.
I think it's an ego problem. That's what I think.
Think it's an ego problem?
That's what I think.
I
You
don't
said
have-
you've been.
I don't have much of an ego.
Since we've been.
Because it comes to ego to fighting, I don't have much one.
Neither
But
have
it comes to
you.
ego to, you want an ego with something, I'm going to tell you what an ego is for.
I like the AR.
Well, which caliber do you shoot?
They ended up talking about guns and
That's
stuff.
what it started was with guns.
It's like, it was crazy. But okay, so we're gonna go with Kevin Holland just because we like Kevin Holland and
Yeah.
we're from Houston. The next fight, well, we were gonna go. I was gonna go with Benil, and the rest of the guys were gonna go with Moicano. What's the other one?
So now it's Jailton Almeida and Sergey Spivak.
I got Jailton.
I got Jailton too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He's 525 favorite. Minus
and
525.
that was the second. There's one I'm missing. I don't know which one it is.
Jiri?
No, but there's one before that.
No.
No,
No,
it's
Kevin
in
Holland's
there.
the first pay-per-view fight.
Kevin, then,
Because it's Peyton Talbot is the last prelim.
but it was Kevin, Moicano, and which one? There's got to be a third. There's five, right?
Yuri.
Yuri Jamal Hill.
Oh, there's two championship wins.
Yeah.
I have Jamal Hill.
Interesting. Yeah, that one I don't know. I'm gonna go with Yuri.
Yeah, I'm going to take Yuri.
Yeah, I just
But I
think
don't know.
I think it's going to turn into a dogfight.
that's to me, like, I'll say that because we went in a little deeper and we're like, I was like, if it's a regular stand-up fight, if it's not a dog fight, if it's just a boxing match, kickboxing match, or an MMA fight, I think that Jamal Hill has more tools there and he has the power.
Or if Jamal just wrestles.
Yeah, and Jamal has the power, so which I don't think really Yuri has like that.
Yeah.
But if it turns into a dogfight, I would switch my hat at that point, and I'll be like, yeah, Yuri's got the advantage at that point. But but I think my prediction was Jamal Hill, and then I would love to see Jamal Hill versus Khalil Roundtree.
I would like to see that.
That'd be a good
too.
fight.
Yeah, that's like a perfect style. I'm not saying that Khalil Roundtree is a bad fighter. Or
Their
anything.
styles match up.
I just think that
Yeah.
Jamal Hill and Khalil Roundtree is a perfect stylistic match. Umar versus Merab. I had Merab.
I got Umar.
He's got Umar.
I think I got Umar.
And
Because I don't think... Because they both have a gas tank. And I don't think Merab's going to be able to wrestle like he thinks he is.
and I think it's gonna be a super boring fight. I think
the co-main.
yeah, I just think it's gonna.
Oh,
be,
yeah, it's Merab.
I think it's gonna be the
King-
Jose Aldo
king of-
fight again.
King of no
You think
finishes.
it's gonna be the what fight?
The Jose Aldo fight again.
We just
wow.
hold him against the cage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think it's gonna be the O'Malley fight because he got O'Malley down. I don't think it's gonna be the Cejudo fight because he got Cejudo down. I think he's not gonna be able to hold down Umar at all.
Yeah.
He needs to be able to like.
But I
stall.
think he's gonna be
Not
able to stall
control.
him, control him. Yeah.
Well, yeah, that's what he's known for.
And which, again, it's not who I would want to win. It's who I think is gonna win.
Okay.
I think it's gonna go more that way.
I think Umar.
I think Umar makes him stand up.
And yeah, maybe he makes him stand up.
Because if it turns into a stand-up battle, Umar's knocking him out.
But I'll say this about Umar. Umar's a better stand-up fighter, I believe.
Yeah.
And if there was one, because honestly, Merab in the last 4 fights had seemed like he had no weaknesses. He may not be the most exciting, but he didn't seem like he had weaknesses. I think Sean O'Malley showed that this guy is human when it comes to the cardio.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's the most tired that we've ever seen Merab. Because At some points, he did have to go backwards.
Yeah.
If Merab can do that a little, I'm sorry, Umar can do that a little bit more, I think he has a better chance. And now, and everybody had Islam in the.
Yeah, we had Islam over.
Everybody had Islam in the main event,
But now it kind of changes up. It's a different fight.
I still got Islam, but
I mean, like realistically, Islam wins the fight.
yeah. But now there's a equalizer.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
yeah.
There's an equalizer that.
Yeah.
And then again, he might just end it quickly. You never know, because he is really good.
If it goes to the ground, Islam's submitting him.
And we do gotta say this: as good as Moicano has seen, he has never fought somebody in his prime like this guy.
Yeah,
this guy's a monster.
Yeah, he hasn't fought this
So
caliber of.
the question is he ready for this type of elite fighter? We don't know. So, but thank you guys for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe. See you next time. Peace.